Hi my loves, in the last video I showed you how to drape this beautiful sari in a single pleat. In today's video I'm going to show you how to do your waist pleats in detail as many of you requested. I'm Sindhu, your friendly fashion stylist, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe now. As the very first step, start with your sari by holding it parallel to the ground, and don't pull your sari like how I'm showing when you're making a pleat. That's not going to give you a good look. So when you're doing it, start from where your belly button is and add 1 inch to it. When you just do like how I'm doing, just measuring it and taking the first pleat, the very first pleat will go diagonal. As you can see, the pleats that is not staying straight. So always add 1 inch extra like how I'm showing now, and then start doing your pleats. Once the very first pleat is established, you know it's the first pleat is always going to be little wider than the rest of the pleats. The rest of the pleats you can make it smaller or wider as you like. And also I want to definitely register here that draping a sari is something that you need to enjoy. Your sari doesn't need to be perfect. Your pleats doesn't need to be perfect. I'm just here to teach you how you can do it so you can practice and enjoy the process of draping your sari, and no stress to look exactly like how it looks in magazines and in the movies, because that is not possible in real life. So wear your sari, make your pleats, drape it beautifully and enjoy the process, and don't like strain yourself thinking it should be perfect, because you are going to look absolutely stunning in the sari, whether you have did it like perfectly or you have just draped it, because sari is going to give you that elegant beautiful look, and I promise you're going to look stunning and beautiful. Okay, now let's get into details on how to make your waist pleats. So as I've already showed you, measure it from your belly button and leave 1 inch extra and then start folding. And when you're doing it, the technique is use your thumb finger and your index finger to hold it, and use your middle finger and the index finger to hold the pleat, and thumb finger and your ring finger to hold the other part, as you can see how I'm showing. So this is how you should hold it, and it's very common to feel pain in your hands when you're doing it for the first time, or it's the very first few times, because you know our hands are not used to that. So it's going to get okay. You have no idea how much I struggled when I did my pleats the very first few times. So I can totally understand your pain, but keep practicing, it's going to get really well. So as you can see, I'm holding it right. That's how you hold it, and then start holding the next pleat with your thumb, like just like how I'm showing. You just follow those steps, and the same way just release your index finger and hold it. So if you're struggling in this point, you can use you know, the cloth pin to hold those pleats in place, and you can make the pleats one by one also. I didn't show it in this video. If you want, I can show that too in another video, or like a coming up video. Do let me know all your questions about waist pleating or any sari draping questions. I'm here to make videos so that it will help you to drape your sari with confidence and enjoy the process. So definitely let me know your questions, okay? So once you have done the pleating, we have to arrange the pleats, because when we are doing the pleats, it's going to be up and down and all such things. As you practice, it's going to come up really well in the same line. If not, you know, it won't come in a straight line. So let's hold it, and as you see, I jiggle. I always like to jiggle and make sure all the pleats come together. Once you do that step, hold all your pleats and arrange it one on top of the other in a uniform way. The pleats should line up, so it will look really good. The pleats will flow really well in the waist area. So that's why we are doing it. Once you have arranged it, hold it all together and add a pin. Okay, when I'm adding a pin, as you can see, I'm arranging the pleats. Take your time here. It may take 2 minutes or 5 minutes depending on how comfortable you are, or like how heavy the sari is. This is a Kanjivaram silk sari, but it's not like the bridal kind that is very stiff. It is little softer. So I'm just like holding it and then add a pin. When you're adding a pin, add it horizontally, not vertically. The reason why I'm saying you to do it horizontally is it's going to reinforce the horizontal hold of the pleats when we are going to tuck in the sari. Before tucking in the sari, now we have to make sure we get that waist definition. Okay, so hold your hand like how I'm holding, and then make sure you see how your sari is flowing on your body, because this pleats is going to be different for every single person depending on their waist size and how their body is, and how the sari is flowing on their body. So once you see how the sari is flowing, just hold it and make the pleats according to how it's flowing. Never force your sari. When you're forcing the sari is when you will damage the sari. Many of you always ask me, why are you using so many safety pins? For me personally, looking beautiful in the sari is more important than like the sari itself. Because why we are actually wearing our sari? To satisfy ourselves and satisfy the person who is looking in the mirror. That's my personal opinion. So with all these pins in places, it gives me a very good look that I like, not about others, what I like. And also I'm a person who moves very fast, so using so many pins help me to keep my sari in place and not worry about it. That's why I use a lot of safety pins. So yeah, that's the reason. As you can see here, I'm not satisfied with the waist pleats. As I already mentioned, waist pleats form according to our body shape and how we are draping the sari on it, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm just taking the pin off and trying to make it satisfactory for me. Just like how I'm saying for me, for you also, you have to satisfy yourself, not what others think. Okay, so never give your heart or like your mind to anyone who says that no, why does it look clumsy or why does it look this way or that way. Okay, that's only going to ruin our day. Start by again holding your pleats and let your sari flow. Now what I'm doing is I'm just holding the pleats that has already formed, right? I'm just like making sure the pleats are like not pulled so tight. I'm just adjusting the pleats following the natural way how the sari flows and holding it. As you see, I'm adjusting to my body and to my waist. The same way, adjust it to your waist and adjust the pleats and see how you like it, and then put a pin on it. So once you put a pin on it, this area of your body, it's going to stay the same. Then you can adjust your waist pleats according to it. In the previous videos, in the very old videos, you would have seen I do this step after tucking in my pleats. Now that you know, it's easier to do this way. I like doing it both the ways depending on the sari. If it's like Kanjivaram saris, I combine both these steps. But this is like, you know, as I said, it's like a Kanjivaram sari but a little softer side. So I'm just doing it, and once it's done, adjust your pleats before tucking it in. Because when you adjust your pleats and make it all straight or one on top of the other, it's going to look beautiful when you tuck in the sari. Even now, you see, I'm adjusting the pleats at its right place and then making sure the pleats in the bottom also are good. It shouldn't hit the floor or it shouldn't be above the floor like that. It should be just right above the floor like how I'm showing. Use your feet to flare it and see how comfortable you are. Once you are all satisfied with how it looks, now tuck the pleats in. When you're tucking the pleats in, tuck it in just exactly next to your belly button. I mean, the vertical line of the pleats should be next to your belly button. That's when it will be straight in the center of you and it will give you that elegant, beautiful sari look. Once you have tucked it in, just adjust the pleats and make sure there are no wrinkles, and also like flare your pleats inside your inskirt to avoid the bulkiness around the belly area. And now what we're going to do is adjust the pleats in the line and pin it from inside. Because these Kanjivaram saris are really heavy and it tend to pull your sari down from your inskirt, like along with your inskirt, to be honest. And most of us are nowadays wearing sari shapewears, which doesn't, you know, hold that tight like our moms and grandmothers cotton inskirts. I have a love-hate relationship with those inskirt, because we would tie it really tight and it would look absolutely good with the sari, but after taking off it, it would hurt or it would have a dark line in the waist area. So yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan of that. Once you pin it from inside, your sari is going to stay put with your inskirt, and it will be very easy for you to adjust your sari also. If it pulls down, you can just like pull it up just like a skirt. And the next step is to adjust in the back. When we started taking the pleats, we had extra sari that we left, right? So we have to tuck it in well, so it will look good from the back also. Because this is a single pleat sari, it's not going to be that evident, but still, you know, let's do it right. So the same way, your sari shouldn't like, you know, fall on the floor, or it shouldn't be so above that your footwear or your heels is like visible. So just tuck it in, make a tiny little pleat, but not actually a pleat. Just gather it in a neat way and then tuck it inside your inskirt and adjust it as you go. Just tuck it in, because it's a silk sari, it's going to be, you know, little resistant. It would be like, oh my god, I'm not going to get in like that, but just push it in, it's going to be okay. Just keep adjusting it and use your foot to see how comfortable you are. Oh my god, my love, your sari waist pleat is done. So once you follow the rest of the tutorial from my other video, you're perfectly done with your sari draping. Hope this explanation was helpful to you. As I mentioned before, please do let me know in the comment section whether you have any question regarding sari draping or styling or anything for that matter. I'm like your big sister here waiting to help you with anything. I'll catch you in my next video. Until then, remember, you are amazing just the way you are. Want to keep watching my tutorials or my content? Click the video on the screen. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye bye. With love, Sindhu.